And we're back. Alright. I'll just have a little brief look here. Location of incident. She was going from there. So she... No, there it is. So she either went that way and that way. Or that way, that way, that way, that way. The car convenience is there. And then the location of the incident happened here. So it doesn't really show whether it happens, but I would I would presume it happened here. So that would mean she came from here. So it's a certainty that she didn't go from here, that she's actually on this road. And then she says that the guy turned left and disappeared behind the corner. So that's already a little suspect because turning left from this corner would mean that you would be on this side and looking this way, like south, and then you see him turn left that way. So it's sort of weird, but witness statements are usually... They can change. I mean, they can be... yeah, the issue is that they can be accurate, and then they can be inaccurate. So it's not that they're always inaccurate, but it's just that they're not always accurate. And to a very large degree. So that would mean that she was on her face. If she was on this street and she was on her face, then it would make sense that she thought that he turned left, but he actually turned right because she doesn't maybe distinguish left or right that well. And the guy came up from behind her, pushed her down, ran past her, and then turned right. That's a possibility. If it was on this street, then the guy pushed her and she somehow made a 180 flip and then saw him turn left here. And then she went looking for somebody and found someone, and they called the police because her phone was in the purse. Now we're already sort of, I don't know, in a strange situation here when it comes to her statement, but we'll figure it out. All right, phone. It is clearly a knockoff copy from a Finnish phone, or a Finnish old phone label. What do you call it? Right, so I can examine it. I'll just clicking buttons still, trying to make sure that I learn it, and I need to repeat this often just so that I can vent my frustration, but the looking around thing is kind of strange. There should be a different way. I'm sort of getting the hang of it, but one thing does another thing. So maybe, I don't know if there's like a button. Oh, whatever. All right, let's examine the phone. It looks like it's in good shape. And this phone belongs to, I can't remember his name, but the guy who was arrested. And I would imagine he was the first guy of the three suspects, maybe. So let's see, messages. Different numbers. They're all different numbers, but they're all from the same area code, which I would imagine is Oregon. 2nd of October 2009. Are you sure we can trust this guy? He seems all over the place. I know you hate unpredictability, but we've already seen what he can do. I'm sure it'll be fine. Lorenzo vouched for him personally. So, which way does this go? So this is the incoming, and this is the outgoing. I hate Lorenzo as well, but someone that has his respect must be at least somewhat capable. Right. So we need to put names on these numbers. I overheard something real interesting. $600 cash. It'll be real quick, and it's on the way. Boss told us don't use this number if it's not related to the job. So the boss told us. So this guy might be just a hired hand or something. You're too loyal to that guy. Isn't he younger than you? We go a long way back. Besides, there's rumors that he was already stealing big time at just 8 years old. In that sense, he's my senior. Right, so age is a thing where we can figure out who is who. Whatever. You in or not, we can split it 50-50. So this is on the 5th of October, 2009. Same day, same day, same day. Split 50-50. There was more money than 50-50 split. So let's check the other one. And I guess this might be a deleted message, or then it is, yeah, it has to be a message, not a phone call. So neither of these, of course, are Lorenzo. Lorenzo is someone who, this is not bad with names, I'll just make sure, but Lorenzo is someone who, it's Anthony, Chad, and Frank. So who is the oldest? Right, so this guy, Chad, is the youngest, so he is probably, oh, and other info, I forgot to read that. Released in February 2009 for good behavior. Done forgeries, and then there's no other info on this dude. So they're talking about this guy. So we know that if the phone has to belong to Frank Carter, right? Is there a name on this? No. Oh, but it's like the case number. I don't know. Let's see. ST4 390228. ST4 390228. Yeah, it's a whole totally different arrest, or totally different information too. But we now know that probably because these guys are pretty much the same age. He's 28, so he's like 10 years younger than they are. Then we know that, let me write the numbers down into the notebook. So over here, we know that the phone doesn't belong to the boss. So can I edit the title? I guess not. All right, so I'll write the first numbers too, just so that I don't mess that up. 752 should be enough. That equals young guy. No, sorry, that doesn't, that's like the opposite of including or being the young guy, whose name I already forgot. Chad, Anthony, and whatever, dude. And then I'll also put these in order so they're sort of easier to think about. 348113 equals, I know you hate unpredictability. He seems all over the place. I hate Lorenzo as well, but someone that has this has his respect must be at least somewhat capable. So Lorenzo is the only one who isn't really here, maybe. So I'll just put either, and it means either of the remaining guys. And then this last one is, there's a message on the same day in the evening. 348. 567 equals. So it's an evening message. Maybe the message was empty, and you can use empty messages as, you know, notifications of things that that have happened, or that if I don't send you an empty message at that point, then this or this is true. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes, because I'm still a little. 8 years ago, 20 years from today, so that was. All right, I overheard something real interesting. So this is from the cafe. So they hear that she won $600 in cash in the cafe. But the weird thing is that she hadn't cashed it in yet, had she? Because she said that she had $40 on her in cash. So that means she didn't. This money isn't hers, because I don't think she had cashed it in yet. She was going to, or something. Just to make sure. I just told my friend that news of winning lottery numbers. Want some money. Yeah, I was going to cash it in today. So she didn't cash it in yet. So the money is sort of, I feel it's irrelevant to this at least. And then they were hanging around, or one of these guys was hanging around in the, like, I'm sort of, I'm guessing here completely, because it might not even be the same. It probably isn't the same thing, because they have the money. She didn't have the money, so it's like, well, who got the money off of her? No one did, because, oh, of course, oh shit, I'm not that stupid, because I figured it out now. But they took the lottery ticket, of course, and cashed it in. And that's how they got their 600. And the timing on those messages was at 2:20, and that's when they were at the cafe. Boss told us don't use this number if it's not related to the job. So someone else than the owner of the phone was there, and they heard it. You in or not, we can split it 50-50, but apparently they didn't split it 50-50. He didn't join up. And the boss is the youngest guy, so he is like the brains of the operation, I guess, of whatever they were planning, and I guess it would be the bank heist. But clearly all four of them are, like, it's sort of difficult. All four of them are related to this case, probably, but I need to sort of pin them down in a sense, using these phone numbers and everything, because right now we don't know who this phone number belongs to, really. We have names from one guy who got caught. But we know that the person who got caught, so let me just, I'll open a new one here. So, person who got arrested this is sort of weird, because he has $640. So, he has the money from purse snatching, has money from purse, and these are assumptions, because this is not evidence. Money is not evidence in a way. This is just to lead me forward, because the money is the same amount of the money lost. And he is also the person who was asking. So it's just weird because this phone doesn't belong to the guy. So this is this phone. So here, this number is one of the older fellers. And he's the one probably who took the money, because the other, it's 2:40 there. So the lady is already leaving. So this guy, I don't know where he is, but it's been a while and they're still not in the same place, right? And the money isn't split. So clearly this person took the fucking money. And I might be speaking gibberish every now and then because I'm thinking and writing at the same time. But it's weird that he would have, because these items were found in the car. So this phone doesn't belong to him. It was in the car. So that's a problem in a sense where we need to. It would be nicer to have, because this money might belong to anybody. These cigarettes might belong to anybody. Because if this phone was just in the car, then it's sort of strange. My master plan, Clover Bank, a monthly swap. Lorenzo, they know Lorenzo from somewhere, so it might have been from prison. It's interesting because these two guys are the guys who probably met in prison. So the younger guy, but it's not for sure, but they could have met in prison. And these guys, they were in the same prisons, but not at the same time. I'll just make sure of that as well. So 95, 92, 5 years, but it's a different place. Let me use the name rather. Dark Water Detention, 95. Dark Water Detention, 05. So we're probably looking for someone who was in Dark Water Center, but we don't know. Because I feel like we don't even know who was arrested. Can we check the synopsis? The police have arrested a man they suspect to be about to rob a bank. They confiscated items found in the van, and in the van, and the man was standing by. The van man, whatever. The police were able to get the man to give up the names of his accomplices. It is suspected that the man and his accomplices might also be involved in the purse snatching of Helen Turner. However, all the police have are the items from the getaway van, the criminal records of the 3 men that were going to rob the bank, and the incident report from Helen Turner. Right, so who was the getaway driver? And who was involved in stealing Helen Turner's purse? So, I don't remember how I connected the dots there exactly, but let's just look at this. 752 is the young guy, and they're the boss. I think I might have made a mistake there, so let's have a look at it again. Lorenzo vouched for him. So I think they are talking about the guy who was about to purse snatch someone. So let's see now. This guy. Oh shit. Well, send me the details on my other phone. I'll decide then. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I didn't know that the messages actually went further. And I'm just going to make sure that I can't do anything from this. 242, send me the details on my other phone and I'll decide then. Like, this is just getting too confusing for me in a sense, because there are 3 people sharing the van. So how am I going to connect any phone numbers to anyone? They probably aren't sending messages to, like, if someone has another phone, so this is sort of like the burner phone of someone. So the other phone doesn't really matter that much. It's not like they share a phone. Just like trying to get everything sorted now. So there we go. Can I do it like that? There we go. Perps. Info I'll put, and then what is this? I'll just put info as well. It's like numbers, whatever. Just mark it, because if I take a break, then I'll know at least what the hell's going on. And also here it is 600 from lottery, total guess, 40 from purse. She failed to mention the lottery ticket, but again, that's assumed. All right. So 752 is not the young guy. I was totally wrong. I can't remember how I connected this. So I would say if there's 3 people, 2 numbers, Lawrence is probably maybe this one, so that he sent an empty message. So let's add that one there too as a question mark. So 348, no, 567, I've already got it there. Evening message, Lawrence, I can't remember his proper name. And this one, oh, it says it's not the young guy. So then this one is, because yeah, I was fooled by my own notes. Person who got arrested is, and then he's not young, and he's not boss. These are mutually inclusive. They are the same always. So I don't know why I think that the first guy who is here, the first guy who is here is the suspect who was arrested, because I'm still confused. F482131459. Fine, let's have a look at the money as well. We're building up, because I don't really know how I could see that the money is not real, although it looks really flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 3 5s, 2 10s, and 500s, 600s, because they sort of overlap. Is there something about the first money, because I don't know American money. I've never held a $100 bill, I don't think. So I wouldn't really recognize if there was something really wrong with it. But it's not related to the case really, although if the money's not real, then we get from the forgery, but I would posit that the money is from the lottery ticket and thing, and the purse. So let's have a look. Like, when was this happened on the 5th of October, and today is can I see it somewhere? It's not giving me a date if this is like the same day. So I should have paid more attention to it, but it was really quick to disappear. Maybe I can see it from here. So it is October 17th when this was given to Casey Maverick, and maybe given to me. So 17th. And this was on the 5th. Oh, probably I can see it from the first time that it was introduced, so it's on the 9th. So it could be, like, it's a little weird here. So the young guy, helper, getaway driver for Lorenzo. It was Lorenzo, not Lorenz. Counterfeiter escapes. Oh, I can zoom in. Right. Oh my God. There's a lot to read here. So let's see the lottery and how much is. $600 is 4 plus the. So she got 4 right on her lottery ticket. I'm not sure if it's not evidence, but it is, or it's not proof, but it's sort of evidence, yeah. Oh, 5-3. Let me try this. 5-3. 1944 7, and then we're gonna have a look at this one here. Helen Turner, 19-3. So 19 and 3, 67. So she got 4 right. Where did she get the 5 and 44? Was she 44 years old? I need to count now. So it's 30 plus 3 to 2000. 42 at 2009. However, this happened in 2009. How old she is, 44. Let me make sure. So it's 33 to 2000, and then 42. So it's not her age. It is. So her height is 5'5", so maybe 5 is like her lucky number. I'm just looking for stuff here. Phone number 213-052-8434. Born in 67, so the 7. She didn't get that one right though. So wait a minute, was there just like 4 numbers? I think I might have messed something up in the numbers. Let me check that. So 4 right. 5, 3, 19, 44, and 9. I forgot one. Yeah, because I was thinking it's not much money for getting all the numbers right, basically. 5, 3, 19, 44, 9, and 7. So we're not really getting much, because I need more. I need like clear signs that she, rose gold, cross, body. I don't know any dates of maybe religious type. None of this is really ringing a bell. Where does she live? 449. There we go. 44, 9, and then 19. No, yeah, 19 and 3. 44, 449. So what is this 5 then? It is the day is the current day. But when did she write the ticket? I don't know. I'm really grasping at straws here. But it is interesting though. So DOB 319 makes sense. 44 and 9 makes sense from this one. And then 7, she did not get that one right. And the 5, she did not get that one right. So there could have been 3, 19, 67, 3, 19, 60, 3, 19, and 67, and then 44 and 9, and then she needed one more number, which is the last one. But I think we're, since we can't talk to her, we can't ask her about the numbers that she used, how much she won, but I think it's safe to assume that the coincidence is basically it's there. And she got 2 numbers wrong, and the one number I'm missing is the last number. So we have this. I'll just write it down so I don't keep forgetting about it. So 03, 19, 67. So this one was correct. Whoops, why don't you do that? This one was correct. This one was not correct. 44 was correct. 9 was correct. And then there should be some indication of a last number, but that can just be anything, but it's clearly not 7. So, yeah, it's a mystery. It could be the day or whatever, but it is sort of a coincidence here. It would be nice to find a clear sort of result for the fine, or the, not maybe it's the first number, but just the number. All right. So I'll just take that and move it back here because that's wrong. And then there's one more wrong number. The number from date of birth and street number. Makes sense, sort of. It is not enough for anything, but we are getting there. My hypotheses are sort of getting at least somewhere. I feel like I'm missing something really obvious here, though. I'll carry this on in the next episode, where I will sort of, now that I've gathered a lot of different things I will start to make more sort of certain investigation or certain theories rather than hypotheses. I will sort of try and pin things down, if you know what I mean. I will see you in the next one.